when we have finished calculating the singular pressure drops and the regular pressure drops. Let's look at the inventory of the pressure drops. In this inventory of head losses, we have seen that a line was added for each calculation. So, here we have our inventory. The total pressure drop here was on suction. We can cumulate the pressure drop of a given element. For example, of the divergent cone at the discharge. By selecting the line and clicking on discharge, we can pass this head loss to the discharge. We can therefore choose in which part of the network, before or after the pump, the pressure drops are located. So why does this matter? Because if we want to calculate the consumption of our pump and check if our system has no cavitation problem, we will see that in our pumping diagram that the pressure drop before the pump is located here, and that the pressure drop after the pump is right here. So why is this important? The power of the pump will be the same, whether the pressure drop is before or after the pump. What will simply change is that if we have a lot of head losses before the pump, we risk cavitation, and therefore a network that does not work. So it is important to separate the pressure drops at the suction or at the discharge, to avoid surprises during pumping. Pump sizing is done simply by giving the suction height, here 2 meters. The discharge height, the same 2 meters. We enter the efficiency of the pump, given by the manufacturer's catalog, and the required NPSH, also given in the manufacturer's catalog. For more explanations on the NPSH, a page of the Mechaflux site develops the subject. Here, each time you change a value, the result is updated. So here, if I take 1 meter of suction and 2 meters of discharge, with a yield of 0.7, I get a power absorbed by the pump, which is 0.39 kilowatts. So here is the consumption of my pump, with a loss calculated load, and 50 cubic meters per hour. Attention, the dynamic pressures in exits are neglected here. In case of high-speed fluid outlet, the dynamic pressure must be added, or use Mechaflux Pro 3D.